So 2026 is already giving us some absolutely insane horror movies. And if you just so happen to miss these while they were in theaters, or if you just want to double back and catch some of your favorites, the good news is you can stream them right now at home. I'm talking some of the best blockbuster hits that dominated the box office this year, so you definitely don't want to miss the ones on this list. So today I have 12 horror movies that released in 2026 that you can either stream or rent, and I'll tell you exactly where to find each one. And trust me, there's a couple movies on this list that you definitely don't want to sleep on. But before we jump into it, if you're a horror fan and you're constantly looking for something to watch, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that like button, because I'm going to be doing a whole lot more recommendation lists just like this one. All right, let's get into it. We starting off this list right with Evil Dead Burn. Now, if you've been following me for any amount of time, you know that Evil Dead Burn was a movie that I absolutely enjoyed this year. It's another bloody, disgusting entry into the franchise. And if you like Evil Dead, you definitely gonna like this one. The story follows this woman who, after losing her husband to a terrible accident, right after they had an argument, has to meet up with the family after the funeral, and things don't stay normal for long. Now, in all transparency, I think I'm a little numb to the Evil Dead gore because this one didn't shock me as much as the first one did, but it's definitely a solid entry, and I definitely had a lot of fun watching. I gave this one about a 7.5 out of 10. Nothing groundbreaking, but definitely worth a watch. And if you didn't catch it before, this one is streaming digitally right now on Prime Video for a price. Number 2, we have Lee Cronin's The Mummy. Now, this one blew my mind. I remember recording the video right after watching this one, and I felt literal pain in my chest while I was watching this movie. This one is uncomfortable. It feels like an Evil Dead movie. I remember going home after watching this film, and I couldn't get it off my mind. I had to go watch cartoons. Now that I know that Lee Cronin was tied in with the Evil Dead franchise, this movie now makes a whole lot more sense to me. I was trying to figure out why this movie went so hard, but Lee Cronin himself said that he wanted to make this film feel like an Evil Dead movie. The story follows a young girl who disappears without a trace, only to be found 8 years later, locked inside of a mummy's tomb. And let's just say this isn't the happy family reunion that everybody was hoping for. If you like supernatural, possession, nasty, gory movies, you're definitely going to appreciate Lee Cronin's style in this movie. It's streaming right now on HBO Max. Let's move on to number 3. Now, for this movie, I'm not even going to sit around and pretend like I'm not biased. Number 3 is Obsession, and it's my all-time favorite movie of 2026. Maybe one of my favorite movies of all time. This movie follows this guy named Bear who has a monster crush on his best friend, Nikki. Now, Nikki doesn't appear to be too interested in Bear. It seems like she looks at him more like a little brother, but we don't really know. There's a lot of speculation there. Fast forward, Bear makes a wish that he doesn't expect to come true, but when it does, it has dire consequences. I gave this movie a 10 out of 10. Now, if you want to check out Obsession for yourself, which I absolutely recommend, it's streaming right now on Peacock. If there's one movie on this list that I'm telling you not to skip, is this one. Next on the list, we have Keeper. This is one of those films where the less you know, the better. Kind of go into this one as blind as possible. Enjoy the mystery for what it is. Full transparency, though, I did not enjoy this film. When it came out, I dropped a rant video. I actually feel like ranting now, but I'm not. Just go check it out. Form your own opinion. This movie definitely has an audience, and for that audience, this movie is just for them and only for them, because it's definitely not for me. I gave this one like a 4 out of 10, but go watch it. Check it out. Form your own opinion. Movie number 5, we have Yeti. This one is streaming right now on AMC+. This is one of those films that kind of made me realize I don't need a big, complicated concept in order to enjoy a movie. Sometimes just toss me in the woods with a giant creature chasing me, and that's enough for me. This is your official creature feature pick on this list. So if you're into survival horror movies with creepy creatures chasing you through the woods, this one might be up your alley. Like I said, you can find it on AMC+. And the 6th movie on this list, we have Psycho Killer. Now, this one, I didn't understand the sentiment behind what people were saying. A whole lot of people said they didn't care for this movie. But when I watched it, I thought it was cool. It was a nice slasher. There was definitely some gross elements to this movie. And there was a mystery behind it that definitely kept me engulfed and wanting to see more. So I don't really see what everybody saw in this movie. I gave it about like 7.5 out of 10. But there's people that absolutely hated this movie. But if you want to check it out for yourself, you can catch Psycho Killer streaming right now on Hulu. But Psycho Killer follows this woman. She's a cop. Her husband is also a cop. They pull over this guy, typical traffic stop, and it goes left. I don't want to give away too much. Let's just say the dude is a killer, and it leads this woman down this chase trying to figure out who this dude is and take him out before he hurts anybody else. Like I said, you can catch Psycho Killer streaming right now on Hulu. Check it out. Movie number 7 is another divisive movie, and it's called Faces of Death. A whole lot of people love this movie. A whole lot of people hated this movie. Just like Keeper, this is a divisive film. I didn't personally care for it too much. It was some of the character decisions. They were doing some of the dumbest things in this movie. But for some people, that made the movie for them. So just go check it out for yourself. You can catch Faces of Death streaming right now on AMC Plus. The 8th movie on this list is another divisive film. It's called Undertone. This one I personally loved. You put some headphones on or you watch this one in Dolby surround sound, I'm telling you, this movie comes to life. The immersiveness, I got to see this one in Dolby, and the sounds that they were able to create with this movie and what they were able to do with sound and being scary versus visually what you're seeing on the screen was absolutely amazing to me. I loved Undertone. It follows these two podcasters who received this mysterious email with these audio files. It says you're not supposed to listen to all of them. Let's just say they do, and they regret it. That's all I'm gonna give away. You can check out Undertone streaming right now on HBO Max. It's definitely worth a watch, in my opinion. Number 9, we have Hokum. If you're into movies that are more slow burn, spooky, ghost story type vibe, you definitely want to add this one to your watch list. Hokum was a good watch. Some people complained that it was a little slow. Others understood that it was a ghost story and it was intentionally slow. It follows a guy who travels to an Irish inn to do something. I'm not going to go into what he was trying to do. Let's just say he uncovers a mystery that he was never supposed to stumble upon, and there are consequences for that. I'm going to leave this as vague as possible. Go check it out if you like ghost stories. You can currently find Hokum streaming right now on Prime Video. 10th movie on this list. I don't know how to pronounce this. It's Shasharine or Shasharine. I just know this movie's gross. This one follows a medical student who gets terrorized by this sinister force after taking an experimental weight loss drug. That's all I'm going to say. You can catch this one streaming right now on AMC Plus. The 11th movie on this list. You already know I couldn't make a 2026 horror movie list without talking about The Backrooms. I'm not going to get into it story-wise. You just need to check it out. Go in, experience it. It's definitely weird. So if you're not into that, try to steer clear. If you're into that sort of thing, check out The Backrooms. It's streaming right now on Prime Video for a price. And the 12th and final movie on this list, we have Passenger. One of my biggest disappointments of the year. After that trailer, this is probably the best trailer I've seen in a movie in a long time. And for the movie to go the way that it went, it wasn't bad. It's not that it sucked. Don't get me wrong. If this movie would have came out in January sometime, we definitely would have been talking about it. It's cool, but it's forgettable. That trailer, I'll never forget, but the movie was forgettable. I gave this joint about 6.5 out of 10. It follows this couple who go on the road and they encounter this sinister force that stalks drivers and unalives them on the road. I won't get into any spoilers, but definitely check this one out. You can catch it streaming right now on Prime Video for a price. So there you have it. Those are 12 horror movies that released in 2026 that you can stream at home right now. If you're wondering where to start, here's my recommendation list. If you're looking for the movie that's the most fun, I'm recommending Obsession. If you're looking for atmosphere, I'm recommending Backrooms. If you want blood and gore, I'm definitely going to go with Evil Dead Burn. Any of those three, definitely start with those. But now I want your recommendations. Let me know in the comment section below. What was your favorite movie of 2026 so far? Drop it in the comment section because I'm always looking for something new to watch and I want to hear your recommendations. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I'm trying to build something special over here. I'm going to be dropping movie recommendations, discussions, talking about horror news. Everything you want as far as movies are concerned, I'm doing it over here. So make sure you like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.